Good morning, good morning, good morning, God's victorious ones. It's your coach, Monica Stokes, y'all. I'm up early getting prepared for my day, getting prepared to go to work, and God put it on my spirit to come on here and do an early motivational video. So that's what I'm doing, led by the Spirit. So on today, and I'm going to get right into this message. God said, make your victory personal. That's what he put in my spirit. And when I say personal, or God put in my spirit saying personal, make it personal to your personal walk and your journey that God currently have you on. We are all in different stages of growth, but we are all on a journey to growing. In order to become and be in the different stages of growing, you have to start somewhere. So let this be the start of your journey. Let this be the start of the new you that God is calling and asking you to become. And you notice I said become because it happens in stages. Life happens in stages. It's just like a baby is birthed and born in stages and developed in stages. That is the same with our mindset as we grow and develop into the individual whom God has called us to be. Like me, for instance, I have triplets, y'all, but they are still individuals. I'm a twin. I'm still an individual. So you have an individual calling. You have an individual plan for your life. That is why it's very important that you don't compare your plan with somebody else or your purpose with somebody else. God uniquely created you for the purpose and the callings and the reasoning behind your personal you, who he developed. So you walk in the personal victory, how God called it to walk for you. We all have tests and trials that we must endure. And during the endurance is when we receive, y'all, the resilience and the lessons that's going to help us stretch and develop upon the new levels of development that God has for us. So don't never think the things that you have been through, meaning you endured through, didn't have a purpose. It helped you know how resilient you are. Come on, how strong you are, how purposeful you are. If I didn't go through the things I've been through in my past, I would have never developed or known the gifts and talents that God is still developing to become the Monica Stokes whom God created me to be. I had to be in a season of healing to know that I didn't have to seek out relationships, broken relationships, that was not called to be the person who God needed to restore. So if you even experiencing that, you feeling like you have to lean on relationships that are not yoked, that God did not call you upon, but you just leaning on that for comfort and not God, God is telling you in this video, your victory is going to be personal to you. So that in itself is a distraction. Okay? And I'm saying it out of love, y'all. I'm saying it out of love. Because I know what it feels like to love the idea of love, but not loving the idea of loving myself. And I say that all the time because it's true. If it resonates with you, God is just putting it on my spirit to speak it to your heart, okay? So on today, make your victory personal. And the first step to making your victory personal is that what I tell y'all about all the time. Grab you a pen and paper and write out your goals. Write out your Habakkuk 2 and 2, the vision that God put in your mind for you to follow. So your vision is not going to look like Coach Monica vision. Your vision is going to look personal to how God put it in your mind. And that is your blueprint to follow. So you need something to focus on, and let that be the focus on this year, on this day, on this journey of life that God has for you. And as God refines your mindset and as God restores your heart, your vision becomes clearer and more understandable. Because that's what's happening for me. We don't know the full plans that God has for our life, but God knows the plan. So why not us take the chance to do what God asks us to do? Because he purposed all of us, y'all, to live in victory. Not to live in despair, sadness, depression, or definitely of our past. So on today, you take your past and you say bye-bye to your past. And say hello to the personal victory God has for you. And I'm going to say that thing one more time. The personal victory that God has for you. Because it's for you. So why not seek it? That's my question upon your heart on today. Why not? We can't allow fear to stop us. We cannot allow public opinion or the opinions of anybody to stop you from the vision and the calling that God put on your life. Because that is what's going to give you fulfillment. Me coming on here speaking in your heart, God put it in my spirit, and I love to be able to speak to your heart because I knew it was necessary in my season of brokenness to seek understanding, to seek growth. And through me seeking this, and you continue to seek it, God is going to personally restore you. Nothing else can restore you. People cannot restore you. Habits cannot restore you. God will. He'll send people and take you to places that'll help restore you. It's a part of it, but God is the ultimate puzzle piece that's going to restore your heart. That's why we have to seek God for understanding for your life. You seek him how you need to. The personal way how you seek God. For me, and I'm just going to give y'all an example, I praise God. I pray to God, and I use my purpose. That's my 3 P's. And you are welcome to use those 3 P's. Your praise, your prayer, and your purpose going to be the 3 things. You put that on your paper. To seeking God for understanding for the purposes of your life. To seeking God for the purposes of your personal victory. Make it personal. Come on. Not personal to, like I said, to nobody else understanding for your life, but personal to you. Say, this time, self, I'm going to do this for me. This time, I'm tired of letting my life be settled for. This time, I'm tired of worrying about public opinion and validation. This time, I'm going to plug off certain social medias, and I'm going to focus on my social relationship with God. Come on. I'm going to turn off all of that negative mindset stuff, things that are not growing me, and I'm going to dig it up, and I'm going to let it cast it away. And focus on what God needs me to focus on. My perspective. I'm talking to you. You talking to yourself. Come on. I'm letting it talk to you. Because let it talk to you. Because my purpose from God is to come on here and speak to the hearts of the victorious ones. God gave me the name, y'all. He said, I'm going to send those that feel like they lost, confused, by themselves, castaways, that they letting their past keep them stuck. God said, because you once felt like that, daughter. So now that I help deliver you from those situations, your kingdom purpose is to speak to the hearts of those that's out here seeking for God, that need help in their area. So I'm just doing what God called me to do. And you do what God called you to do. He's calling you to be healed. He's calling you to be restored. He's calling you to be set apart for the purposes of your life. Because when it's all said and done, y'all, we all one day going to have to meet the fate of going to heaven and speaking to our Heavenly Father. And we want to be able to get the clarity and the validation from God, our daddy, to tell us, servant, well done. Come on, we have to seek that. Because this life we live right now is not forever. But the life we going to live in eternity is forever. And it's a choice. So I would like for you to choose to make your victory personal. And the first way you're going to do that today is say, you know what? I can do this. Because you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And I'm going to say it again in your heart. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. That's why we have to filter out opinions, things, watching things, listening to things that is not growing your faith. That is not growing your faith tank. Just like I talk about all the time. In the car, we got the F to fill up our gas tank. That's the same thing with your mind, your energy. You have to fill it with faith. That way you're able to walk out in this world and have a resilience about you. A resilience of having your, like I just did on that other video, y'all, that self-confidence and your self-love to coexist. They have to live together. Because when you have true self-love and self-respect for yourself, you will no longer allow things to hurt you, people to hurt you. Go to places that does not correlate with your growth. You'll be like, that's just not the person that I am anymore. You saying bye-bye to the old you and saying hello to the new version that God personally called you to be. And it's through me constantly meditating upon God, writing in my journal, coming on here talking to y'all, doing the purpose work God asked me to do in my personal development, that he's helping unfold even for me, the person I need to walk like, the person I need to talk like. Not like that person or them, no, like me. Because you're going to stand apart. When you walk in certain rooms, this is the vision that came to me. I was walking in a room the other day and it had like motion detection. And I was like, why the light coming on? God gave me this vision. I'm going to release it upon y'all right now because he put it on my spirit to me. It's like you walking in the room and the light going to follow you. You're like, where is light? You the light. So of course you're going to stand apart because everybody going to be like, why the atmosphere shifted? Because God is within you. And he's called you to be set apart. He's asking you to be the victorious one, to be the happy-go-lucky. Come on. The loving spirit, the joyful spirit that's going to help everybody else understanding the God in you. It's the God in you. Not the you in you, but the God in you that's going to help set you apart. So you get on this personal walk with God. You. It's not too late. Now is better than ever. Not too late. It's now. And if you're looking for a personal life coach, that is what I am. And you're probably asking, what is a life coach? A life coach is just like somebody that coaches somebody in sports. Except I'm going to be coaching you through situations that I'm personally refined in or situations that I have personally went through to help you out. So if you have watched any of my past videos, if you're watching this video, anything resonated with you, feel free to book your free consultation session with me. We'll be able to talk. I'll be able to introduce myself to you personally. You'll be able to introduce yourself personally to me. And from there, I can even help you with you write down your goals to get you started. Because I had to get help to get me started. So I'm here to help get y'all started, okay? Because God just told me, do what I asked you to do in spite of. So you do what God asked you to do in spite of. Because life going to keep going. So why not live the life that you purpose to live? Because you are God's victorious one, not the world's. So live in the vision and the fullness of how God called you to be. And you will have so much peace. You have so much prosperity within understanding your identity in God. And you won't allow the validation of other people be the thing you run to. Except you'll run to God and he'll give you full understanding of how you're supposed to walk with the confidence of self-love. Come on. And self-respect coexisting. If y'all haven't seen that video, y'all watch it because God really put it in my spirit to put that video on there, okay? Please go ahead and click the links down below where you can subscribe, put on your post notifications because I literally record videos and I post them as God put it in my spirit and I use the time that he allows me to, the same time that he allows you to, the 24 hours in our day to do what God has purposed us to do. So in these 24 hours, what are you going to do to help God sharpen your mindset, renew your mindset, and your heart of understanding and restoration? That's the question to you. We all have the same amount of time in a day. So let's use it wisely because God said in this season, you have to make your victory personal. Okay? So y'all subscribe, like I said before, below. Click the like button. And also my website is linked below. And if you're not ready to book a session, go ahead and register on my website, okay? That way you'll get emails from me, okay? Y'all be blessed. And I want to thank every single one of y'all for subscribing. Thank every single one of y'all for commenting. I love to read your comments. So please comment if this video resonated. And I love to write back to you, okay? Y'all have a blessed day, okay? This is just a Monday motivational word God put on my spirit to speak to your heart.